Did you know that over 20% of people identify as chronic procrastinators? But here's the kicker. What if I told you beating procrastination isn't about willpower, motivation, or time management? What if the secret to finally getting things done is doing less, not more? Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me. I'm about to show you how the smallest action can break the biggest habits. Understanding the pause. It all starts with a tiny pause. Just one tiny pause. You open your laptop, your to-do list stares back, and your brain goes, ugh, maybe after a snack, or worse. Let's just check one quick thing. We tell ourselves, I'll start soon. But what we really mean is, I don't want to feel this discomfort right now. And that's the secret no one tells you. Procrastination isn't a productivity problem. It's an emotional avoidance loop. You're not lazy, you're avoiding discomfort. Why we procrastinate. So let's get under the hood. Why does your brain pull you away from something important? Because the task feels too big, too boring, too uncertain, too tied to your identity. You're not putting off the task. You're putting off the feeling you think it will give you. Like, if you open that blank page, what if you don't write anything good? If you apply for that job, what if you get ignored? Again, if you study, what if you still fail? That's not laziness, that's fear. And that's okay, but now that you see it, we can move. Step 1, make it stupid easy. Let me ask you something. What's easier, cleaning your entire room or picking up one sock? If your brain sees a mountain, it freezes. But if it sees a pebble, it moves. Make it so easy, it's impossible to say no. Don't write the whole report, just write the title. Don't run 5 miles, just put on your shoes. Don't declutter your life, just delete one file. Starting small tells your brain, hey, this isn't dangerous. We're just doing this tiny thing. And guess what? That tiny thing becomes momentum. Discipline is overrated. What you need is a low enough entry point. Step 2, remove friction from your space. Here's the truth. If your phone is on the table, you're already losing. We like to blame ourselves. I just need to focus better. But willpower is like a battery. It drains fast. So the real move? Design your space so success is the path of least resistance. That could mean moving your phone out of reach, using apps to block distractions, lighting a candle to signal focus mode, using a playlist that turns your brain into a tunnel. When your environment is dialed in, procrastination has nowhere to hide. Distractions come in many forms. Sometimes it's your phone, sometimes it's the TV or the video game console calling your name. Pull the plug on those distractions so they don't tempt you. Look at your workspace. If it's cluttered with snacks, devices, and random stuff, it's telling your brain, don't focus here. Clean it up. Give your mind a calm, distraction-free zone. If you need peace, put a do not disturb sign on your door. Give yourself permission to work without interruptions. And try using a timer to remind your brain, it's focus time. That simple cue can help you get into the zone faster. Step 3, the 10-minute rule. This is the most powerful trick I've used in my entire life. And it's embarrassingly simple. Set a timer. Tell yourself, I'll do this for just 10 minutes. If I hate it, I can stop. Why 10 minutes? Because it's short enough to start, but long enough to break the resistance cycle. You trick your brain into movement, and movement builds momentum. Before you know it, you're deep in flow, and that monster task, it shrinks. Half the time, I forget the timer even went off. Starting a stopwatch or timer gives you a clear commitment. 10 minutes is short enough that your brain doesn't resist it. Imagine 2 scenarios in your head. One where you give up early, feeling disappointed, and one where you push through the 10 minutes and feel proud. Which one feels better? Pressing that play button on your timer is like flipping the switch for action. It's your personal start signal. Try breaking your task into multiple 10-minute chunks on sticky notes. Each chunk feels doable, and you can see progress happening. As you work, notice how your energy shifts. You might start tired or reluctant, but once you get going, focus and energy build naturally. The deeper win. Beating procrastination isn't just about productivity, it's about self-trust. Every time you show up, even for 5 minutes, you prove to your brain, I'm someone who follows through. And that creates confidence. The wins don't need to be huge, they just need to be real. One sock, one sentence, one scroll forward. You don't need to be perfectly disciplined, you just need to lower the bar and take the first step. Writing down every small win helps you track your progress. It's a visual reminder that you're capable and moving forward. Watch your self-trust grow like a glowing light inside your brain. Every step you take builds confidence. Imagine standing on a tiny podium labeled confidence. You don't have to be perfect, but you're claiming your space and owning your wins. Follow the glowing footprints you've left behind. They're proof that you're on the right path, step by step. The scroll unfolds, so let's scroll it back. Make the task ridiculously small. Clear the space around you. Just do 10 minutes and remember, the scariest part of any task is before you begin. But the second you start, you're already winning. As you step away, know that you're not alone. Others are also taking their first tiny steps forward. Small actions add up to big changes. Picture a crowd of stick figures, all moving forward one step at a time. It's a movement, and you're part of it. Finally, close this chapter with confidence. The scroll of your journey is sealed, ready to unfold again with your next action. If this helped, subscribe to the Stick Scrolls. We turn life's biggest hurdles into stick-sized wisdom. And in the comments, tell me, what's one thing you've been avoiding? And what's the first stupid easy step you'll take today?